Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming to the last in our series of How I Made It for the semester. We'll have more next semester. I am super excited about our panel today. These are three women who work in early childhood education. The format for the day is that I'm going to let each of them tell you their story, and then we'll have an open question section after that. So I try to take notes of my questions because I always have lots of them that come up. So I'm going to introduce first Julie Smith. She's here on campus. She's the Associate Professor and Department Chair for the Early Childhood Education Center. And I really learned a lot when I had coffee with you the other day. So I'm excited to see what else you have to share with us. So thank you, Julie, for being here.
Okay, so you want me to just sort of talk about how I got interested
I
in the field?
want you to talk about yourself. Tell us your story. How did you come into this field? What inspired you, and and how'd you get here?
Okay, I came into the field sort of from a side angle. I actually came to Santa Barbara City College, but at the time that I was here, you had to have pre-applied for the program before you could take classes in ECE, and I hadn't. I transferred here from another college, and I just thought I could enroll, and it wasn't how it worked. So I actually graduated from here without ever taking an early childhood education class, went on and actually got a bachelor's degree in sociology. But during that experience, I actually did a field study where I actually was an intern in a preschool. And that was my real first experience in formalized education. Now we're talking over 35 years ago when most programs were not full day. We were half-day program, more of an enrichment program. But that really got me excited, and I worked in the field until I had my first child, both at that school, and then we opened another school in Carpinteria that was full day. Worked in that and did a little bit of things around the field. I did Lamaze childbirth education for 12 years. I did a few other things. In the process, I became a widow, and I decided to go back to school. And so what my passion was at that time, I had 3 kids, was working with kids. So I actually went back and got a master's degree then, 15 years after I had my bachelor's, and that's what got me back into the field. I also started working in an infant toddler center during that time that I was going to school. I hadn't worked with infants and toddlers in group care before, and that was a new experience to me. It was also a year-round program, which was different for me, and it was also an employer-sponsored program. The employers had set up the child care center, and so we had children just from that one facility. Began getting connected here at City College, and actually started here as a part-time position as a laboratory teaching assistant at our lab school. We have a lab school now diagonal from campus with 6 classrooms, infants, toddlers, a 2-year-old classroom, and 3 classrooms of mixed age 3 to 5-year-olds. I went to that center and actually supervised the student teachers who were working in the center. A couple years forward, I had my master's degree done. There was a vacancy on campus. I took a temporary contract, and then next year applied for full-time. So I've actually been employed at Santa Barbara City College for over 20 years, part of it starting as a teacher of teachers or supervisor of teachers, and then for the last 15 or so years being full-time teaching ECE. So that was sort of my route. In the process, I've gotten a second master's, but it's in a Master of Arts in Teaching, an international degree from the University of Miami, and I went to 3 different foreign countries in the summers and did internships with biology and science, but then I addressed teachers to include biology and science activities with young children. So I was in Thailand for some time, Baja, on the Sea of Cortez, and then Thailand the last time. So I've now created an international experiences with early childhood education, as well as looking at families and how different cultures do things differently around the world. So there's a lot of things you can do, and you can come from lots of different directions.
Yeah, you can.
Okay?
Cool. Thank you so much. That was well under your
10-minute.
Oh, I thought I had 3 minutes.
Oh, she missed the memo. We'll let her talk more later.